Yo, yo, what's up, gang? Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Welcome in, Wally, Sophia, Guffy. Appreciate you guys being here. Lovely to see all your names. Thank you for the lurks, Sophia and Guff. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for popping in and dropping that lurk. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening slash middle of the night, Guff. I'm doing well, though. Wally, thank you for asking. I'm doing very, very well. I'm excited to be back. Well, I mean, I'm not excited to be back from vacation, but I'm excited to be back to be able to stream. It's been a bit. I feel like it's been a bit. Obviously, I mean, as far as Eloquent Duck sabbaticals go, fairly short, but this past month has been so much vacation and like coming back from vacation, but only for like a week and then going back on vacation. It's like been sporadic, so it's been hard to like adjust back to life and then go back on vacation, then adjust back to life. So I'm happy to be back into the routine. This past week, I mean, we've been back, but it's been a little bit crazy. So I'm excited that finally I got a chance to just like chill. And get back into the routine, mostly for Ollie's sake, and also so that I can get back into the habit of streaming. Last week was just like utter chaos, and also we got sick coming back from Gen Con. So if those of you who didn't know, that's where I was. Not obviously this past week. I got back on Sunday of last week, but we were at Gen Con, so we went down to Indianapolis and met up with a bunch of the Twitch homies, which was so fun. It's literally one of my favorite times of the year, and on the way home, me and Lara and EDW were already like, I'm so excited for next year. Can't wait for next year. Uh, so much fun, so many stories from Gen Con. We got so many new board games. It was just a super fun time. It also reignited my spark for Minecraft, which is fire because I love when you get that good itch, you know. Love when you get on that 2 week Minecraft grind, except for a lot of our community, it's way longer than 2 weeks. But it made me fall in love with D&D again. I actually started learning how to DM, and I'm gonna be DMing a D&D campaign coming up here shortly. So I'm pretty fired up for that. I have seen the trial chambers. I haven't physically been in one, Guff. Like, I know what a trial chamber is. I don't really know what is in a trial chamber, like what the point is. I know there's like some vault or something like that. I haven't been in one. I've been playing on a world that is 1.21, which you guys will see here shortly. I'll give you a little tour of what's going on um in the server that I'm on. But middle casino on Titan server, it's a bit funkier than previous ones. A little casino, doing a little gambling, doing a little gambas, Guff. Yo,
Quack,
Habs.
quack, quack, moose.
Quack, 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 moose. Of course, quack, 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 moose. I mean, that's about as Canadian as you get. You know how Minnesota, is it Minnesota? No, Wisconsin has duck, duck, gray duck. We should have duck, duck, moose as Canada. We should just claim duck. I mean, I say that, but geese are also like one of our national animals. They're like on our dollar coin. So, I mean, goose works as well. But thank you so much for the 20 months, Tabs. I appreciate you. How are you, Donk? How are you, Tabs? Lovely to see you both. Yeah, love a good gamble. Love a good gamble, right? No, gamble responsibly, kids. But yeah, so we're gonna be hopping into Minecraft. I have a bit of a plan. You can have Goose Goose Moose. Oh, even better. I'm never playing Duck Duck Goose ever again. I'm playing Goose Goose Moose. I'm gonna from here on out, I'm gonna claim that every Canadian plays Goose Goose Moose and officially confuse the rest of the world like Duck Duck Gray Duck does. This is amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of what's happening in our Mind Crazy world. So I've been playing on D server. At my office door. I thought cat or a wife. I'm not sure. This is my base. This some stuff going on. I'll explain in a second. Don't Starve Together has a created called Moose Goose. It's a goose with moose antlers. That's amazing. I would have to. Is that like a player character? I'd have to play that. So this is my base, guys. It's a gigantic D20 because I'm a massive nerd. That's all I have to say. There you go. I Creature. Oh, so it's not something you can play as. It's something. Okay, creature makes sense. But yeah, it's a gigantic D20. Um, I gained a bit of a reputation for how much I fiended over dice at Gen Con last year, and then this year I expressed, or I showed very good self restraint, and I didn't buy a single dice. And so I felt like I needed to apologize to the dice gods, and so I built a gigantic D my base. So yes, this does actually have 20 sides if you count them. It's quite the weird, complex shape. And I just completed it the other day. But I'm pretty fired up about it. I do have a brown panda chilling in here, which I bought for 16 diamonds, well worth. And I do have a plan for the interior. Not a very specific plan, but I do have a plan. I kind of want the interior to be like Death Star vibes. And by that I mean I want like a bunch of like tiered layered rooms with like corridors and like ways to get to them. I did see an Enderman here earlier holding a grass block. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. It's not what I'm gonna work on today though. I have a bit of a different plan for something I want to work on. I don't know what happened, but when I came back from Gen Con, I have had the weirdest like high level of creativity in Minecraft. And have just been like popping off with ideas of things that I want to do. So I've wrote a couple of to-dos for myself. Also, I didn't write this. Also, those are fingers pointing, I promise. Yes, Donk, seriously. For real. I love you, Donk. Now's your opportunity to say I know. But yeah, I got a couple of things that I want to do. I'm not sure whether I actually am going to do a nether hub, because if I go look in the nether, also fantastic change that now you can go through portals on horses and boats like instantaneously. But all the portals are so close that I'm like, do I really need to build a nether hub? And yes, we do have a gigantic gold farm. Wow, with these shaders, it looks like really bright. This is Hannah's house. And it's got a lot of wolves. You got all the different... Okay, I don't know. How do I keep opening that? Tweakaroo or Xeros or whatever it is. A bunch of wolves. It's a small little base. Not size shaming. All right. Lara's got a little wiener dog, I think, going on. Let me just quickly walk into the wiener dog's butt. Oh, she's done some... Oh. I'm stuck. I can't break anything. That'd be rude. She must be missing some blocks. Or she just really wanted this to be a spleef arena. Yeah, she got a big wiener dog. Oh, you can see the edge of my dice. Everything's really close together as it is now. Yeah, there's got to be 2 wolves in there somewhere. Or there'll be 2 wolves that she's yet to build, and the wiener dog is just... my guess is, knowing Lara, she probably saw the wiener dog build on Pinterest and was like, hell yeah, gotta build that. And then Thad kind of took over Spawn, but then recently just found a base. This is one of the coolest naturally occurring like terrain generation that I think I've ever seen in Minecraft. And I'm kind of jealous that Thad found it first. But this is so cool. He's moved some of his stuff over here. Look at this. This is crazy. It's a giant like pond, lake, whatever, completely encircled by cliffs on this side, obviously a little lower. But what blows my mind is that this water goes literally all the way down. Look at that. It literally goes all the way down. That's obsidian down there. Like, it's not just like a gigantic body of water. It's not just like a little cove or whatever you call that. It's like literally, this is so deep. I can't really see that well, but you get the idea. Am I going down? I am. Anyways, so cool. Yes, build a duck on it. Say nothing. Thad was sharing with me some of his plans for. Hey, music feels loud for me. Don't know if it is. Turning it down a little bit. I'll jump on and start farming concrete. Oh, Donk, let me tell you, I've been needing your concrete, your material grinding nature for my base. That concrete took me so long to get, even with cauldron concrete. But yeah, Thad was sharing with me some of the plans he has for this build. I don't really want to get in the way. Got some pretty cool stuff going. So, Lana has kind of decided on a base area, but hasn't actually built anything, I don't think. Build the duck 200 blocks up. Just a nice big shadow from a giant duck in the sky. This is our like main spawn area, which Felicia is also playing on this server. So Lara very kindly set out some lovely tutorials for Felicia. My favorite is this says Nublisha this way, and then it says, Felicia, if you've seen us press spacebar, because she's not gonna know how to swim. There's like a whole like, here's how to build a crafting table, here's how to build here's how to build logs, and then how to get your like pickaxe. But yeah, this didn't have cherry blossom trees, for the record. I think Lana and Lara took over this area and put some cherry blossom trees here. I built an iron farm over here, so that it would be in spawn chunks, I think. And running all the time. Let me actually check that, see if it is. I don't think Thad was here, but I took some iron, so I'll know whether it was. Oh yeah, definitely gotten more. There's a Thad set up a crafter here, so it automatically turns them into blocks. A ton of roses. That's what I'm thinking, Tabs. I mean, what Lara did was amazing, but we just need more of that, because that obviously will get her to a pickaxe, but then she's gonna be like, now what? Need to like teach her how to farm, how to plant some seeds and get some wheat or something, how to wrangle a sheep or a pig. But yeah, so this is the little spawn area. This is actually where I spawned when I first opened the map. This world, I spawned under this. But Thad's old base is actually up here before he's moving to that gigantic lake. Yeah, survival adventure mode of Minecraft how-to. That would be really fun. But I mean, this is like low consequence. There's a bunch of people who'd be willing to help. Oh, he's moved a bunch of his stuff. This was Thad's old base. Cookie, of course. Whole bunch of stuff here. Oh, actually, oh, word. This man's rich. Word. My goodness. Been holding out on me. There's my horse. I'm gonna grab some pumpkin before I go, so I can keep trading with my villagers as well. My next big plan is a villager trading hall. And going back to what I said a moment ago about, I don't know what happened to me, but I've had the most like, oh, pumpkin farm, no worky. I've had the most, second, just gotta do something here real quick. Oh, Doc, you beat me to the punch. Thank you. I don't remember where I was in that sentence, but yeah, I've had a really like a creative streak with Minecraft. So let me just go to my creative world quick. You guys a little sneak peek of my builds. So this is where I did the dice. This is where I figured this out, and I learned all how to use world edit and like brush masking and recoloring. This is my next build. Not complete. This is not how it's gonna look at the end. I'm gonna add some sort of like exterior shell and roof. But yeah, you can have a little peep show, sure. I figure out what I want, how I want the portal to come into here. But this is gonna be my villager trading hall. I have been the resident villager guy on this server. I kind of de facto took the role because I didn't want Lara to have to do it. Because I feel like Lara always does it. And I started building with Cherry and was really enjoying building with Cherry. And then I was like, wait, it'd be a cool vibe if all the different professions had an associated wood type. So this is all librarians. You'll see the Cherry is for the librarians, and then the different professions have a different corresponding wood type. Yes, unfortunately, I did have to reuse a couple that aren't stripped. Slash bamboo feels a little out of place. But yeah, so you'll see. So if I'm like, oh, I want to know where the armor is, I look for mangrove, and you're like, okay, there's the mangrove, and then the mangrove will lead you all the way down to the section where those specific villagers are. I took the role 100% Thad, but out of the goodness of my heart, not because I really wanted. Actually, partially also because I was just moving at a faster speed than others, so I kind of was like, oh, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I like blaming Thad. I'm honestly down to blame Thad. And I'll show you guys the coolest piece of it, or one of the coolest pieces. If I grab a zombie in a quick hard, yeah. So it has an automatic cure built into it. So, oh, I must have placed him weird. Oh, and that reminds me, I forgot to change out the trapdoors on these. Good that I noticed that. You'll see if I. Well, yeah, this is how it's working. So you flip this lever, and it opens up the trapdoor, and they would rise up, and then they'll sink when they're zombies, and you close it again. So if I put another one in here, there you go, and then I go like this, and then he'll rise up. He'll get zombified, and then he'll fall down, and boom. And then I separated it into chunks because the zombies' radius is only so far. Some of it jumps requires to be at that's 50 hours a week. Yeah, I don't. What would I do without the luxury of being in the comfort of my own? Some of us are slow with villager. No, just I've been playing the most out of anyone. No one's slow with villagers. I've just had the most time on, and so I didn't want to wait for Slash didn't want to have to make other people do any of the villager grinding. So I got a bunch of that. I didn't even show you guys that in our other world. But yeah, this is the whole thing. So then there'll be zombies in each of these little subsections. Automatic curing will be built into it, and by automatic I mean it will zombify them, and then I'll just have to throw the weak golden apple. But yeah, dang, I didn't realize that I hadn't done these, so I'm actually gonna do that real quick while I'm here and update the schematic. Not that this is not my own design. I will not take credit for the that's a good point, Tabs. I will not take credit for the mechanic of the zombification. I was just looking up, like, I was trying to get inspiration for like how other people had done trading halls. And I found a YouTube video which had a small tutorial on basically like one of these specific mechanics, and I just took it and just like copied it, just like duplicated it, figured out how to like tile it. And then all of the like aesthetic is my design. But yeah, I know, I was honestly shocked. I'd never seen this before. And it was like not even the first thing that came up. Like there was so many other ones that like I found first. There was some super complicated ones, and I want something that's like a nice easy mechanic. I was just gonna do like my classic and just dig a tunnel behind the villagers and like manually open it up. Or I've seen pistons, but this doesn't require a single piston. And honestly, like I've done it a few times, and it's worked every single time, so I had no issues. But my only qualm with this build was, like I said, that there was a couple wood types that I had to use the non-stripped version. You'll see where I used acacia non-stripped. I then had to use the acacia trapdoors and stuff, so it doesn't quite match. Obviously I used them over there, but I didn't really know what other option I had unless I used like a different. I was like thinking of using like this, but I don't even know. I guess that kind of would work. I wanted it to be fairly easy. It's just water. It's literally just here, let me do. So it's literally just a trapdoor above their head that's waterlogged, and then a trapdoor here in front, and when you flip the lever, the water comes down because that trapdoor goes up, and this blocks it so the water doesn't pour out down here. And then they float up, and then whenever they become zombies, they sink back down, and then as soon as they're back down, you just flip it back, and then you're good to go. I've now acquired a monitor for gaming on my laptop. I had one to use since Tabs took over my PC and monitors, but then Tabs took over that monitor for Stardew, so it was again lacking. Hey, I mean, this is a good point that this reminds me. Now you guys can see Felicia's setup. I don't know if I've shown this before. I don't think I've shown this, at least not on not on stream. This is Felicia's setup now. So Felicia now has her own Minecraft account. She honestly nearly played last night, but Lara wasn't available, and she didn't want to do her first Minecraft experience without Lara because she thought Lara would be sad. But yeah, Felicia's got her own tower and monitor. We got Eloquent Duck Wife name secured. So she's gonna be playing on the server soon. Like I said, last night she was actually available, but Lara just happened to not be. Otherwise, she would have hopped on. But she's very excited about the idea of building a giant pig farm. So yeah, the lever is literally the only redstone. It's just that, and it controls both trapdoors. There is a pressure plate here. I don't really understand the importance of it, other than that the water doesn't go there. Like, I feel like that's the only thing I can think of, but I don't really know why that matters that much. But yeah, there's a trapdoor or a pressure plate on the bottom, which I obviously made the pressure plates all the same wood type as well. So, okay, so I think I replaced all those. So I'm going to quickly grab a stick and turn this back on. I think everything is selected already, so I'm just going to go into area editor, save schematic, call it trading hall 3 or entity. Boom. Go. I'm over. Jeez. I'm so sad that we didn't end up going to Panera. Gosh dang it. I never got to eat Panera. Wait, someone on here? Thad's on. Hi, Thad. Back to my base. Make sure they reach the pressure plate. Make sure they reach the water. Hi, Thad. Off. Oh, I thought for a second there was a wandering trader, but that's because I forgot I didn't turn off entities when I copied the schematic for this the dice that I made. Mac and cheese sounds really good. I didn't think Hannah would care if we ate there. It just never ended up working out. But this is my current villager trading hall. Very aesthetically pleasing. Very functional. But hey, I went out of my way to get the Smite 5. There's efficiency and looting. Silk Touch. Ending. I got a bunch of the good books. And everyone's been coming and stealing my stuff. So I'm going to trade for some. Oh, Penn Station was a hidden gem. I never, ever in a million years would have seen that name on the map and been like, I'm going to stop there for food. But that was delicious. It was so good. I wouldn't mind Panera, but there's a good chunk of the food I wouldn't touch. Yeah, I just have to ask you what to get. Apparently, you're a whore for the mac and cheese. So now I know to just go and get the mac and cheese, I guess. I'm just trying to get quartz because obviously I'm going to need a bunch of quartz for the trading hall, and quartz has been a nightmare to obtain. That's literally, I think, half of what I've been doing on this server is mining quartz. For nearly 4,000, and that's not even including ones I've traded for. I've been doing lots because the whole top of the dice is quartz, smooth quartz. So I had to get quartz, and then I don't know why I did smooth, but I did. There's some left over. Talk about. Donk, yeah, I mean, Donk does have great food Rex. I can't argue with that. So. No, I am done with the dice is fully complete as far as the exterior, and I'm putting a pause on the dice while I focus on trading hall stuff until I can brainstorm how I want to do the interior of this. Like I said, I kind of want to do like Death Star corridors and tiered layers of rooms and stuff, but not too confusing. So I'll get back to that. But for now, I wanted to... My goal for the stream, it's been nearly 30 minutes and I haven't done basically anything. But my goal for the stream was to find a spot and start mining... Honestly, I blanked for a second when you said that, Anna, because I forgot. No, that was a private conversation, Hannah. Oh man, I don't even know how that conversation came to be. there was some joke made about, I really don't know how it started, but basically, I can't believe I'm going to say this on stream. The dice is just, Lara started it, no surprise. Honestly, no surprise. This is, the dice is just going to be the knob piece of a butt plug, and the rest of the butt plug is going to be inside the earth. And there's going to be a big cavern with, yeah, the gem. Sorry. It's going to be connected to a giant, but whatever you called that piece. I don't know, Tabs, alright? Blame Hannah for bringing it up. Anyways, I got a location for what I'm thinking for, I should bring some chests. I don't have any shulkers. We put going to the end completely on hold because we wouldn't certain Bejeweled. I feel like this would need to be more colorful, you know? At least all the butt plugs that I've used have been. I can't. Oh man, I can't even think about what I'm doing now. I'm just gonna make a butt. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh yeah, we have friend. Yeah, well, this is no. We put on hold going to the end because we didn't know if other people were going to be joining and didn't want to fight the Ender Dragon without everybody. So we were going to eventually plan like a time where we could get people on and do the Ender Dragon, or at least whoever's playing. Hi, Beck. Good timing, Beck. But yeah, so we haven't done anything in the end. I am gonna play on Wednesday. I am streaming and playing this on Wednesday, and I believe Thad's gonna be there for sure as well because he told me he was free Wednesday. At least that's what he told me earlier. So I don't have shulker boxes. All of that to say, I don't have shulker boxes. So digs and stuff are way more difficult because I don't have anywhere to like put all my resources. So that's not how that works. Okay, well, I'll bring this with me. I'll make an extra crafting table. You can never have too many crafting tables, right, Thad? I lost my other one somewhere, but I'm doing fantastic, Beck. How are you? I don't know if that was for me. It could have been for Thad, but we're getting our feet under us finally should be on later this week. Hey, absolutely no worries, dog. I didn't want anyone to feel like they were pressured to join or play. It was just supposed to be it was meant to be an excuse to get a bunch of the homies together and play outside of just the once a year when we see each other. So, you lack the infamous Donker box. Yes, I would like to put my goodies in Donker box if you catch my drift. Anyways, on that note, we're gonna go over to where I think I'm going to place this build, which is yonder. Of the know how anyone and everyone is so both. I'm glad to hear it. I think this is where I'm gonna place it. I kind of want it on this spot here. I very roughly measured that it's about 7 chunks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be perfect. Like in this spot, kind of going like across like this. Is my thought, but that obviously means I have to flatten a ton of land. So that's gonna be kind of the vibes. We're gonna be doing some land flattening. I'm not mad about it because it just means more resource gathering because I don't have a ton of resources at this point, but I do need a beacon. What is quacking? The ducks are quacking. The ducks are quacking. Hi. But I guess I need a beacon before I do any of the like stone mining. But I could do all the dirt stuff for now and just get an idea of where. Yeah, let's go figure out where we want to place it. We'll put our shulkers, our chests down. We can mine some dirt / we can go figure out getting a beacon. I have one wither skeleton skull. And we have an iron farm, so I have tons of iron. Yeah, I think it's because I usually have the friendly creatures turned down so low, Tabs. But I haven't been doing any like crazy farm shenanigans on this world yet, so I haven't had my sounds just like always permanently. But yeah, so I think this is the plan, is to build it over here. So I'm not gonna get my horse across this water. Lead a horse to water, but you can't swim with it. Okay, we'll plop you down somewhere over here. I'm gonna look at placing the schematic so I can get a vibe. I should decide kind of roughly fill the liquid. I just need so many eggs. That would be hilarious, because then I wouldn't be like actually doing something. Okay, so what level do we think? I feel like maybe like, I don't guess, it depends on how far to the shore I'm gonna, but I can always like terraform the edge to be a little bit of a hill up to it, 3 or 4 layers. I just don't want to have to mine this down too much. You kind of want to meet in the middle a little bit. I feel like maybe, what is this one where my horse is? Oh, it's got to be on 69 for the culture. Oh, well, that just makes our decision for us. It's got to be on 69 for the culture. Let's do boom, load schematic. The main run is currently disabled. Oh, right. Okay, well, that's not in the right spot. So, let's go schematic placements. Bigger. This one. Let's rename this trading hall so I can keep track. Game. On configure. Let's rotate it. Okay, so I definitely need to go further back this way. It's going to be a little bit confusing because obviously I'm not going to I would like to be on that side of it when I Oh wow, I really need to go, like, I need to go more towards the water. I'm kind of fine this way, maybe a little bit more. I kind of need to go this, but just more this, if anything. I still want to be on 69. Yeah, this is the villager hall, Hannah. This is what I was working on in creative. I think I still want it a little bit more. I want it a little bit more this way. I know that's barely any at all, but
happy subiversary.
Dan! How are you, Dan? Thank you for the 49 months, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Lovely to see your name in chat. All right, let's go up. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough, Tabs. Didn't really think about it. I feel like that placement's kind of good. Maybe another couple blocks this way, like down, like back this way, like a couple, and then it will fit kind of like on this crest and in there. Okay, so let's do what Tab said. That would be south is moving positive Z. I think. There you go. 5 blocks that way. Is that enough? Like that? I feel like I vibe. I feel like I dig. Okay, so we're on this level, so I mean none of this stuff really actually needs to get removed. I guess stay there. Then actually this is a good point. I don't know whether I want to terraform it this way and leave the hill. No, I feel like I kind of want to mine this whole thing down to this level, I think. Because otherwise this part, if I leave this hill here, it's going to kind of like hide it. I guess I could have part of the building buried. Like part of the build is like under the hill. Comes out of the hill. Is that a vibe? Can't decide if that's a vibe or not. I feel like I kind of want the whole thing to be exposed. Okay, well, I'm gonna dig out for sure at least where the build is gonna go. Slash, this also isn't finished because I haven't done like the exterior shell or roofing. So I'm not really gonna know at this point because I'm kind of just gonna turn this off and do some. I can always add terrain back. I have to remember. I could do something cool with the terrain after. I feel like for now it just makes sense to mine down as much as of the land as possible, at least especially yeah, I honestly think I'm just gonna mine it all down, and then it's easy to place dirt. I'm just gonna mine it all down. Oh wow, this is a lot that chunk down. Oh no, this is 6 down. Okay, I'm gonna do the perimeter. Bear in mind, obviously, this is not even close to the build, so it's not really important that I mine this area, but I will fix the terrain after the build is in place to, like, smooth it out so it looks like the build is fine. Could make off where the build will be to make sure the area is cleared off, and then mark off where like the actual build is going to be. Yeah, I just, like I said, my issue is I don't know how much more it's going to expand with the shell and stuff. Oh, this is what you were meaning, what I'm doing now. Okay, but the issue is I'm obviously not gonna build up all of this terrain. But I obviously want to build up a little bit. So let's like mark to where I will fill in, and then I can figure out the rest later. So I'm just literally everything that comes into my brain, I'm just saying out. So boom. Yeah, you mean the whole schematic perimeter. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. But obviously in this case, I don't need to build up because this is already terraformed, and I don't need this whole square to be flat because obviously there's not going to be anything in this corner. At least not that I know of yet, but who knows? Maybe I'll end up adding like a turret in each corner, like a little tower that has something else in it related, maybe villager stuff storage. Because I still haven't, that's one thing I still haven't figured out about this build is where in the build I'm putting any of the associated, like, storage. Also, the colors of this schematic are quack quack. Hi, Thad. Okay, well, I can fill it in later. At least I got the idea. Stuff. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I think, is just do here render. Whoa. Chill, BB. A little vulgar. Okay, so this is the first layer. Clear out with all this. Get out of here. I keep trying to fly now because I've been in the creative so much. The 4 crops. Not a bad idea. Okay, so I need to get all this down. That's fine. Oh shoot, but then I can't see where this was actually kind of helpful. Okay, well, obviously I need to mine all that down then. I don't need to mark out any sort of coordinate or perimeter for that. I'm gonna do it here though. I know roughly where I need to dig to, and then I'll fix the terrain after, remember. Realized that I was gonna find a cave. Yes, I am carrying the infamous Lara's Blenus sword on me. Don't worry, chat. I know you will. This is why we made it a memorable number, because then I know exactly where I'm mining to. Boom. 69. Okay, perfect. So that's where I want to mine to, at least at this point, and then I'll figure out what to do with the rest of this hill. I'll probably end up mining this part of this hill down as well later. I do want to smooth this out as well, but I'm gonna wait till I get a beacon, which I may actually do this stream for the Wither Skulls and at least fight one Wither. Yeah, this Blenus is super anti-mountain. Super pro mountain range. I don't really want you to run away, but what? Oh, I didn't realize I was already in the build. Very harsh to look at with all the colors. Okay, well, I guess like I said, I can do. These are tripping me out. I keep thinking I have to mine these. I don't really need to mine all this out, but I'm gonna. Mostly because my brain is just saying, remove all of this pink. Does not belong, remove it. And also I could use the dirt to fill in other areas. So. That is one thing I actually do have a reasonable amount of, because I was flattening out the hill for the D20. I do have a bunch of dirt. I'm more interested in getting a bunch of the stone and cobblestone below this. Not that it's going to be that much. I don't know, Hannah, but it's provocative and the people love it. Okay, well, that marks the perimeter. I can turn this piece of garbage off now and just I don't want Il Mango and that to raid me again and tell me that I'm mining layers of blocks improperly. So, you know, gotta make sure I'm doing it right. 2 layers at a time, sprinting back and forth. Except I need speed too. So, still not gonna be perfect. Exactly, Don. A Blenus stat that went unnoticed for a remarkable amount of time. Like an impressive amount of time, actually. Need a little vacuum. I need what I thought the LA was gonna be. Rip. I can never vote properly in those votes because I'm always deceived by what the mob is actually gonna do. You know? Also, if you keep seeing this blue thing pop up on screen, that's because my control to sprint key is also my control to place blocks weirdly key. And for whatever reason, since I've returned to Minecraft, I'm no longer a double tap W sprint gang. I keep pressing control and I don't know what changed. I don't know how it happened. It just happened. Also, I'm impressed at how close everyone so far has set up their base. I mean, you can see when I went to the nether how close all the portals were. Oh, I should probably mark this. Gold. That's the color of his name in chat. Yes, we have a data pack that colors names, because why not? I'm not even gonna get any stone out of this. It's all gonna be dirt. Better watch my shovel, bro. This is my only shovel. I'm not rich enough to have multiple shovels yet. Actually, I do. But I'm not rich enough to have many silk touch shovels yet. Still been grinding the Stardew tabs. I don't know what to tell you guys. I came back from vacation and I'm all in on Minecraft now. I'm sure I will return to Duck Hunt at some point, but I ain't got any interest in anything other than Minecraft at this given time. On that Minecraft kick. Okay, I don't really. So. Nice. A great game. Yeah, it's that. It's funny. Everyone online always says it's that two-week Minecraft grind. I'm like, I think for our group it usually lasts longer than 2 weeks, but it's that same thing. You just like Minecraft for whatever reason. It's that game that I always return to. I always have, like, all of a sudden, as Lara's been calling it, that itchy itch. And we'll send pictures of the stuff we've been doing, and she says, stop sending me pictures. She's making... Lara's an icon. Y'all already knew. I should roughly know where... obelisks. I don't even know what obelisks. I can't even. Why can't I say that word? Oh shoot! Have we been miscommunicating this whole time, Donk? That's awkward. And next time I'll tell her to consult a doctor. That's my pay grade. After them. Bum, 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 bum. Hurting my ear. Putting my other earphone on. Headset. Headbud. Earbud. Your cup. I don't know what you call that on over-the-ear headphones. Also, I just turned on these shaders today. Didn't even realize I had them. And man, I'm obsessed with them. These are beautiful. They're like not too jarringly saturated or like high contrast. Also, perfectly in view of the gem of the BP. Gotta start using code words. Oh, I should save my eggs. We're fine to mine all of this. Drop off some stuff though. Man, I so badly just want to have a bunch of shulkers. There is a piece of me, though, that really enjoys Minecraft at its simplest form. Like, riding around on my trusty horse. Which I haven't even given a name. What a terrible horse girl I am. Julia! Hi, Julia! Lovely to see your name in chat. How are you doing? I was awake and I caught a stream. Let's go! Honestly, that's all you, because I don't, like I said, I don't make it very easy for you the times I've been streaming lately. I'm sorry, it's just the times that work for my baby. Name the horse Jack. I actually had a conversation with Jack. A good conversation with Jack yesterday. It's fresh on the mind. He told me he could take me to Disney World for free. It's pretty sick. Oh, that's so weird, Julia. Technology be like that sometimes. How's all your working and twerking, Julia? Channel is on because I want to catch a stream. Best streams on Twitch. JK, there's lots of really good streams. One of the best streams on Twitch. They're good. I also have been so busy. This past couple, honestly, this past month has been crazy. Lots of good stuff. Like, I've been on vacation a lot. But we've been traveling, trying to get back into the swing of things with like the routine of regular life now. But this last week was wild. I would show you guys my Google Calendar, but it probably has some sort of sensitive information on there. But last week is like literally every day and evening had like something going on that we were like doing. So like finding a time to stream last week was next to impossible. And our whole family was sick last week. So everybody is so good, Julia. I would tell Felicia to come in and see her here and say hi, but she's actually out right now. I'm on double duty. We got the little dude on the monitor. I'm on double duty. But he's doing superb. He's grown up so fast. It's crazy. He just turned 18 months. Yeah, we're basically all healthy now, Julia. So all good. We were just sick a little bit of last week. But yeah, he's 18 months now. He's walking and talking. He's not like full on talking, but like he has like a vocabulary of words. He knows how to communicate. He does some sign language. Smart kid. His favorite word is ball. Ball. But yeah, no, we're doing great. We're doing super. To be honest, guys, this week is not even any quieter. Felicia had stuff on Monday and Wednesday evenings, so then it means that I have a moment to stream. So, but every other waking moment has something going. So it's just a busy time. It's the end of summer. Things are wrapping up. If he was 2.5, honestly, the older Ollie gets, the more enjoyable it is. Every stage is just so much more fun. I was with him for a portion of today because Felicia was working and we couldn't find a babysitter for the full day or like care for the full day, so I was with him for like part of the afternoon. Man, the kid's just so fun. He just loves life. Loves his cats, which I also didn't answer that. The cats are awesome. We actually have moved probably since I last spoke to you. They love our new place. They're still best friends and loving life. So adorable as ever, of course. Baby Ray still sleeps with us every single night. Woody's a little bit more independent. Theo, I should say. We never call them by their real anymore. Which I was worried I would do with my child as well. I'd come up with some weird nickname and then never call him by his actual name. But so far, so good. I've been calling him Ollie. It's been fun. We had our first auntie-nephew outing 2 months ago, so it was fun. I got to spoil him, and that's so fun. Honestly, like, I think that, like, Lara is having more fun being an aunt than we are being parents. I mean, you get all the fun parts without quite the same level of commitment around the hard parts. Having a blast. Yeah, we moved to a different spot, to a nicer spot, because kind of where there was some issues with where we were. Didn't have a great neighbor, and yeah, we wanted to be closer to some friends and family, so we moved back in December, so nearly not quite a year, obviously, but getting there, which is wild. It's great being an aunt because if I'm exhausted, I'll just give him back. Exactly. Although Lara's been spending so much time with us that we're becoming very comfortable just being like, hey, Lara, you want to watch him? You want to watch him for a day, Lara? Which she actually is this coming weekend. Alicia and I are out all day Sunday. And couldn't bring Ollie, sadly, so hopefully Lara can keep a kid alive for a day. I believe. Type 1 in chat if you believe that Lara can keep a kid alive. I can't wait for no one. JK, Lara, we all trust you, of course. Oh, wait. Now, is that 2 1s because you doubly trust her, Tabs? As my nephew, his parents are a little bit more scared. That's okay. Yeah. Actually, like, obviously, I have my own kid, but it's also really fun being an aunt. My brother had a daughter, had a very similar, like, maybe a little bit after we had Ollie, half or something. And like, I love interacting with her as well. If I didn't have a kid at all, I'd be living vicariously through them, but we've got my own kiddo, so I trust her to keep him alive and have him asking you what. Literally, the other day she was, I can't even remember what it was she was saying, but she was trying to get in to say something, and I was like, no. Oh, she was saying mine. I was like, I don't want my child saying mine about everything. mine. It's gonna sound like a seagull from Finding Nemo. No, that's not all good, Julia. That's not on you. That's mostly on me as well. I haven't been streaming consistently for the last, like, year and a half. I only recently just got back into streaming, and honestly, it was just to get Donk off my back so he'd stop calling me Jack. I kid. But yeah, no, I've only probably been consistently streaming again for, like, maybe a month or two. Just jump straight to teaching him Jungle Skog. Yo, if I come home and he's saying Jungle Skog, not even gonna be mad. Won't even be mad. That'd be madly impressive. We miss you too, Julia. Occasionally, when I'm scrolling on TikTok, I'll see a TikTok of yours pop up. I saw one earlier, it was today or yesterday, about Taylor Swift concert. It made me think of you. So I'm glad that you were able to pop in and see how. I see your master plan, Doc. I've actually just clued in that this whole time you were just bullying me into streaming again. It's genius. It really is. I didn't put 2 and 2 together until just now, you know? We're actually, I mean, as far as clearing this goes, we're basically done. Obviously, this is the biggest portion, this hill, but that's awesome, Julia. Congrats. That's super cool. What what sort of dance are you teaching now then? Like, I assume finished means you're like licensed or whatever you'd call it. I don't even know if you have to be licensed to be a dance teacher. Like one more dance exam, but it's almost finished. Nice. Yo, what's up, Badger? Base is going well. The D20 is done. The gigantic D20. Let me just see if I can. It might be within my render distance. Maybe half the dice will be in our res. No, I think the whole dice will be. Yeah, we got a gigantic D20. Ballroom, hip hop, kid classes, and still doing the Zumba. You love to hear it. Yeah, we got a gigantic D20. Very, very happy with how this turned out. This is my main base. It's a 20-sided dice. I don't have anything in it right now. Don't judge me. Except, well, I say nothing. Oh, you can't see it, but there is a brown panda here. The entity just obviously hasn't loaded because I'm so far. But I am going to build something in here. But yeah, right now we just have a gigantic D20. Because all of my friends joke that I'm obsessed with dice. And so I'm just really leaning into it, you know? And also I'm about to start DMing my first D&D campaign. So I'm really leaning into it. But yeah, this is my main base area. Some villagers and stuff. Right now we are working on a gigantic villager trading hall that I designed. Which looks like this. Well, without all the pink, it looks like this. I haven't done the shell, but it doesn't look the same as it will look. You know what? Whatever. We'll just go show you. We'll go show you. Part of it is pink because those are the blocks that don't belong in the schematic. I'm showing you the schematic. This is what it's actually going to look like, which is also somewhat pink in some areas. But this is what it's actually going to look like. I haven't added the like exterior shell and roof and stuff, but this is the main design for the trading hall. So there's different colors coordinated with the different professions. So like pink is librarians, like the Cherrywood's librarians. Like for example, the example I use as armorer is mangrove, so you know where to find that. The section is colored like that. There's these fun pathways that lead to it. So if I'm like looking for a specific like to profession, I can just like look at my little legend here. I think that's what they call it on maps, legend. And find what I want to find. And then it also has, I was showing this off earlier, it has a built-in villager curing system into it. So that if the villager here, for example, I can bring him up, he floats up, he gets attacked by the zombie. And then once he turns into a zombie, he sinks back down. Then I flip it, and then I can cure them. And I can do that as many times as I want. This guy chills up there. I'll have a few different zombies in each of these different sections of chambers. Obviously, a lot of librarians, because I'm going to go for getting all of the max books. And then a couple of other sections for all the different other professions. I really liked... I think this one is a new painting. I was just messing around at the end. I need to get a frog light farm going so I can get these frog lights, because these are the lights that I liked the best. But yeah, I'm gonna build a roof and an exterior, and then I'm thinking of doing like a glass dome ceiling here because it looks really pretty when you're looking up. It's like open and exposed, so that's what I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, but this is like the main like layout. So I'm just in the multiplayer world. I'm like trying to just clear out the section that we're gonna be building it in, which is this area here. So and the pink, to answer your question when you first asked it, Julia, like I was saying, is just like blocks that aren't technically supposed to be there in the schematic. So these are like in the way of the schematic, but in this case these ones actually aren't even in the way, so I'm not bothering them. But there is a bunch that are in the way, so I'm just to get those cleared out, which is basically all of the blocks on this hill. So we're trying to mine this all down to y = 69. Yeah, honestly, Julia, I also have, like, other than stream, I'd taken like a big gaming sabbatical, and then just recently got back into it, at this kind of a similar time as I started streaming, I guess, is when I first started picking it up again. But like, there wasn't really a game I was playing or enjoying, so I like took a big break. Slash, also just been busy. Like, I mean, when you're a parent, sometimes it just takes a back burner, unfortunately. But finally got back into the rhythm. Felicia has like a hangout with friends she does on Mondays, and then she plays Ultimate Frisbee on Wednesdays. So those are my 2 nights to stream now. So took a huge step back to getting on OSRS when I can. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of people I know have kind of like at the same time, funny enough, like all my IRL friend group also have like not like stopped playing, because that's like still what a lot of our friendship is, like how we hang out and stuff, but definitely like there was times where like every evening or most evenings we would try and play games or like get on and be like, oh, I'm playing this game, but there just hasn't been anything, like I said, that's been like super exciting. So when I was watching the rookie, like, new episode between February and May, I gamed Val, but that's it. Yeah, I picked up Val for a little while as well, in the middle there, but I just, like, in comparison to other games, I just suck at Val. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Val, I struggle with games that I don't naturally pick up quickly. Like, most shooters, I do, but Val, like, game sense, I'm fine, but I can never execute how I want to execute. Game sucks. I don't, like, yeah, I just don't invest enough time in it, probably. But also, all of the FPS games that I've excelled at are hit scan, not whatever you call CSGO slash Valorant aiming mechanics. So I'm actually really excited for Spectre. If you guys don't know what, I'm gonna switch my. If you guys don't know what Spectre is, I'm pretty excited. Oh, 100% Julia. It's still a super fun game. I just am not good at it. And I definitely like don't go play games by myself that I don't excel at. Or don't like seek to go do it. But Spectre is a new first-person shooter game being created by Shroud. Yeah, exactly, Badger. Shroud is heading it up, and I'm always super skeptical of games that that streamers are deving, because that's just like the go-to thing for streamers now, to say, oh, I'm creating a game, and that just be like the thing. But I honestly, like, I think Shroud is a really good person to be able to create it. I feel like he has a good head on his shoulders as far as like what makes a game fun. And this game has some really interesting new mechanics. I literally never seen something like this before. At least maybe you guys have, but personally, I hadn't seen anything like this before. But it's basically like the core gameplay is like Valorant CS:GO style, like plant the bomb, round based economy. Um, but you have two bodies. Like, you play as two characters, and you can swap POVs, and you can, like, you have like a puck that represents the other character. You can pick them up and like throw them. So you have to, like, he explained it really well. And he basically said at a low level, people will probably just play it as if they have two lives, but he said as you get to a higher level of the game, people will like be trading themselves out and strategically moving themselves in different positions and being able to play both sides of the map at the same time, and like it's like a really cool concept. So I'm excited to try it out, assuming it's free to play, but we'll see. You know, he's currently in a battle to the death over stolen potato porridge. All right, say less. Streamer dev is a pause, but yeah, Shroud gives me hope. Yep. Counterflanking Overwatch about to be wild. Literally, yeah. I can't hear you because I'm hiding in the staff room, break room, but hi, thank you for rescuing the panda. I got you, Lana. That's L-A-N-A. If I know my sign language right. I know this is E-L-I-J-A-H. I know very little sign language. Thank you. Isn't this like man or dad? No. Dad? Mom? I can't remember. I took a very limited amount of, I learned a very limited amount. I know that this is team. I told her you want to mop the floor with her goat. Well, at least it wasn't her panda. I'm not mistreating her panda, at least. Music top notch. Yeah, this is my ongoing playlist of beats that I always vibe with. And as there's new memes that come out, I always rename the playlist after the new meme. I don't know why. It's just kind of been my thing. But I've probably been adding to this. The first time I added a song to this playlist was 2019. So I've been working on this playlist for 5 years. And it doesn't have that many songs because I'm fairly selective with what I put on there. So yeah, I love Connor Price. He's great. Connor Price, Forrest Frank, Miles Smith, Benson Boone. I swear I love women too, guys. Maggie Rogers. I've really been digging Maggie Rogers lately. I'm honestly mostly just sad, a little bit off topic, but mostly just sad the Olympics is over. Because, dang, was I in love with the Olympics. Having the Olympics on, or just like throwing the Olympics on while I was doing other stuff, just like having it on in the background, man, what a vibe. I'm so sad that it only happens every 4 years. Well, I guess every 2. But, oh, Olympics is so fun. And honestly, Canada did pretty good. Are they at US? Yeah, the Olympics are, I think the closing ceremony just happened. Like over. Sad. That's how I found out. Sorry, Julia. That as well, Donk. That as well. We were spending a lot of our time just just chilling, watching random events that I will never probably ever watch outside of the Olympics. So the chocolate muffin. Yes, I've read about this, or I saw TikTok about the chocolate muffin. Over 2028 is in LA though. True. I actually was talking with some friends about how fun it would be to go down and actually catch some of the events. Flash, I said the same thing about World Cup, which is happening partly in Canada. Definitely gonna have to try and catch something during that. Yeah, if you're ever in Toronto, hit me up. If I'm not, I mean, it'd be pretty unlikely that I am, but if I'm not super busy with life stuff or with the kid, then I always love to show people around the stomping grounds. I say as if I grew up in Toronto. Not a Toronto man's chat. But I do know a little bit about Toronto, so. The memes were hilarious, though. There's just so much content happening that it's so easy to have stuff to make memes over. My favorite maybe being... and I don't know how to say this other than to say it, but my favorite moment of the Olympics might have been when I think it was an Italian, I can't remember, or maybe it was French. There was a pole vaulter who failed the pole vault because one of his extremities, if you catch my drift, caught the pole and knocked it off. Like, honestly, if I was gonna crash out of the Olympics, oh, Ray Gun is a legend. I was spent like a good 15 minutes earlier, I think it was yesterday, trying to understand like whether it was satire or whether it was legit and like what people were saying about it. I didn't realize there was like so much hate going towards Raygun. Like obviously it wasn't great breakdancing, but on the flip side, it was great breakdancing. Oh, Raygun's iconic too. True, Don. Yeah, Raygun, if you look up Australian breakdancer, Julia, you're in for a treat. I could probably do some of the moves. The like fish going like this on the ground and then it was so good. Oh man. You know, just had to do a nod to the Australian heritage and do a kangaroo breakdance, you know? Oh, I'm sure you can. What's saying something is that I think I could do it, Julia. Olympics 2028. They're not doing breakdancing in the 2028 Olympics. Which I then was like, did Raygun single-handedly get it removed from the 2028 Olympics? But apparently they already knew that it was not going to be a thing in the next Olympics. Like before this Olympics happened, it had already been announced that, no, they're not doing it in LA. Instead, they're doing croquet. I know it was iconic. The Canadian won the men's. Bill Wizard. But yeah, apparently they'd already decided that they're gonna do croquet instead. So no, not crochet. Croquet. I think that's how you say that. CROQUET. Croquet. The one with the mallet that you hit between your legs, and you have to go through little gates. I've been telling people that I'm such a bad dancer that if I got dragged to the dance floor at a wedding, Raygun's dancing what I do as a joke to try and make people laugh. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Probably called something weird in German. I'm just insulting German. Google Translate. We'll try and say it in German, chat. Don't worry. Flip. Croquet.
Croquet.
Croquet. There you go. Nailed it. Croquet. Polo without the horse. There you go. And also you're not like playing against other people. Well, like you are playing against other people, but it's not like actively, you know, like all going with the same ball. Whereas in polo, isn't there only one ball? I don't know. I know nothing about polo other than that you got a mallet and you're on a horse. And I had a friend from high school who went to Ireland or something to go professional in croquet. I mean, not in croquet, in polo. I know. I should know. I'm just rejecting my heritage, I guess. Yeah, I'm pro Taylor Swift in this house. I know lots of people have varying controversial opinions on Taylor Swift and their view of her music or her personality or whatever, but I'm pro T Swift, so. Breaking in Paris and croquet in LA, I think they mix those two up. I think field hockey is more like horseless. Polo, yes. Yeah. There you go, Donk. That makes sense in my mind. No, I didn't see that. Was that what that TikTok was about? I saw you had a TikTok about Taylor Swift, but I didn't clearly watch closely enough to know exactly what the content of the TikTok was. Oh, okay, that's not what that was about. Okay. That's crazy though, if Taylor Swift has seen your work. What work? Photography or dance? You multi-talented queen, you. Photography. I figured photography, but that's awesome. That's really cool. Well, haven't you been doing, like, you've been doing a bunch of, like, photography for like, concerts and bands for a while now, haven't you? Or dancers have posted my work? That's sick. That's really cool. That's quite the claim to fame. So if I ever need to hit up Taylor Swift, I'll just reach out to you. Got it. That's awesome. That's really cool, though. My biggest claim to fame is well, I probably have a few, like, random, not very big, but, like, mild claim to fames. Probably one of my biggest is that like, by association, is that my dad used to work at a car dealership like a long time ago. He worked there for quite some time, and a couple of old like, well-known Maple Leafs hockey, like, Toronto Maple Leafs hockey players came in to, like, to potentially acquire part of the business. My dad wasn't, like, an owner of it, but they, like, came in and met with a bunch of the, like, people there, a bunch of the salesmen, and so my dad, like, met them, and they signed my one of my hockey sticks, and I got it. So I wish I'd actually got to meet them. That was one of my coolest by association claims to fame, I guess. Shane Corson and Darcy Tucker, in case anyone. I worked with so many cool artists in the last year. I'm so grateful. That's awesome, Julia. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous of what you do. I feel like you live a very fun and interesting. Sometimes I, like, look at doing stuff like that, and I'm like, man, that makes my job look so boring, just, like, sitting at a desk all day. I wish I got to get out and travel more and do some funky stuff. I wish I got to be more creative, which is, I think, what it boils down to at the end. Because I just don't feel, like, extremely creative at my job. Which is kind of why I do streaming. I feel like, because it's, like, a big creative outlet for. That's awesome. Well, like, I like coding, but, like, what I code is boring, and I don't like that I sit at a desk all day. But, like, if I've talked about it with Felicia, mostly joking, but if we, like, lived out of a van or an RV, and I just, like, worked on the road and then got to, like, be somewhere different every single day, I feel like that would make it feel way better. I feel like it's just the, like, in my office space every single day, sitting there. But oh well, that's what hobbies are for, I guess. I get to do my hobbies as a hard industry to be in. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Very competitive. Very competitive, and I think I said competitive twice. Competitive, aggressive. I feel like there's another thing that I meant to say, but I've now blanked, so. Very cutthroat industry. Toxic. That's the word I was looking for. You read my mind. Ended up going with cutthroat. This is kind of similar. I know probably a substantial portion of the world does not enjoy / finds their job boring. So I'm not trying to sit here and be like, I'm the only one, poor me. But part of me is like, man, should I look for something that I, like, really find passion in? I feel like I feel that way more, though, because Felicia absolutely adores her job. Like, if there's any job she could do in the whole world, she would do her job. And so I feel like I see her, like, being super passionate and, like, loving her job, and I'm like, man, I don't feel that way. Doing a hobby professionally risks burnout, worrying about making ends meet. Yeah, which is why I think there was like a period of streaming that I like one hated streaming, but also like didn't enjoy like video games because I feel like there was a part of the whole thing where I was like really trying to make it successful, and when it, you know, the results didn't match the like input, I was like burnt out on something that is a hobby. And now my mindset's completely changed, and now I just do it as a hobby because I love it, and it's a good chance to like connect with friends and play video games. And honestly, like at the end of the day, I want to bring some happiness and entertainment to people's lives, and if I get to do that a little bit through stream, then great. Yeah, honestly, like I used to, in university, I used to code for fun. I coded a couple of apps, a couple of games. It used to be a blast, but now I code like for a significant portion of my life, so I never just code for fun anymore. Like it's like specifically for the purpose of my job. I did it for a while, made me hate computers. That's why I don't do it anymore. This week, I slightly regained it. I need to change my life. I need to move out my own space. Oh, that's fair. I mean, that was partly why Felicia and I moved as well. We just needed like a mental reset. Where we were felt like isolated from friends, felt unsafe. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff. So even though we moved into a less ideal living scenario, like our quality of life and our happiness has like increased tenfold in that area. So pretty thrilled about that, at least. Yeah, that's fair, Julia. That's fair. But you're almost done. Almost done. There's a lot more dirt here than I really anticipated there being. The space is a bit weaker, but the location is far superior. Compromise. 100%. 100%. Location and like quality of life in general, like amenities and people and everything is so much better. So yeah, although space wise and like I guess life progress wise it's a downgrade, it was an easy sacrifice to make when I mean it's meant an abundant positive for the mental health. My neighbor is no longer a drug dealer who plays music until 1 a.m. So that's good. That's so hard though, Julia, because like I feel like we're just like how do you just abandon like exams in school as well? Like it's a hard decision to make. Like I feel like there's there's really no right in that decision. Like you had to make a hard decision way, but yeah, I don't miss school personally, but some people do. Like Felicia talks often about how she loved school so much, but he was the model student. I don't even know where this goes to. I'm mining on this. Really? Where is the line? Oh, shoot. Far. Oh, yeah, okay. Some of this. I know. Since the whole environment, the exam environment, has got to a point where I'm starting therapy soon. Hey, you know what? If it makes you feel like you're not alone in that regard, both Felicia and I have done some marriage counseling. I have been trying to find a therapist / counselor for my own, like myself. Like you're not alone in like the struggles of life. It may look unique for every single person, and not to say at all you're equally hard. But like life is tough, and it's like totally normal to struggle and to seek the help. Felicia's been going to a therapist for like years now, and it's literally her favorite thing in the whole world. And like I've seen drastic changes of like improvement in her life of how she's like able to handle her anxiety after that. So I'm a strong believer that everyone could benefit from therapy, even if you don't feel like you need it. I think everyone could probably use it in some capacity. So I think that's whilst yeah, that sucks that you feel like you're at a place where you need it. I think it's going to be a good opportunity to grow and to be bettered for it. So and I think honestly, you know, without delving too far into the ins and outs of the whole thing, I feel like it's almost a little bit more faux pas for guys to seek that. So like that's been something I personally have been struggling with, is like I should be strong enough to not need this, and I feel like that's just like such a guy mentality of like our culture being like we're strong, we don't need that. So coming from me, you know, my therapy is when I drive. Honestly, Donk, I love driving by myself. That's actually a good point. I literally, like, I don't often drive by myself, but when I do, those are, like, the best times. Like, especially because I don't have to worry about a baby being in the car, but, like, if it's summer and I get to just roll down the window and breathe in the fresh air and just, like, sit for a second. Yeah, if I was still, well, I say if I was still going into the office, but my commute sucked so much. So if my commute was more just like driving and not traffic, then maybe I would, maybe I would agree. But my commute was literally stop and go traffic the whole way. So checking that my phone's not dying. Yeah, drives are great for having a moment. That's nice, Donk. Yeah, I would sooner take like a slightly longer commute that is smooth sailing than a shorter commute that is like stop and go traffic the whole time. Because this stop and go traffic makes me want to lose my, like, I lose my mind. People are such bad drivers, and also it's just mind numbing just sitting there over and over. If I just got to cruise all the way to work, I'd be chilling. My anxiety is so bad. Like I didn't think toxicity has gotten worse in Canada as well. What has gotten worse? Like commuting or traffic, or are you talking about? Traffic. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's different in different places. I don't. You know, it's not like I'm gonna really dox myself to you guys, but like the where I go to work, like part of my drive to work is on what's deemed one of the worst highways in the world. So yeah, exactly, Donk. I would gladly take the longer trip for the better quality of the trip. But all in all, traffic in Canada isn't terrible, except for this specific, like the Toronto area in general is just brutal. I think that's what it boils down to. Because there's other areas of Canada where if you're more rural, then you would. Oh, but this is why I'm so happy to work from home. Like so happy, just because that was draining me. That was like draining me so much, but now it's a different beast of feeling like I'm like just stuck in my office a lot of the time. So people have got more aggressive. There's so many people on the road. Literally, I don't know. I don't know whether it's just the longer I've been driving, or I don't really know, but for whatever reason, it feels like people just get worse and worse at driving. Every single, maybe I'm losing my patience. I don't know. But like every time I drive, I feel like I see more and more idiotic things happen. And I'm just like, I don't even want to be on the road. Not because, like, I love driving, but I don't even want to be on the road where there's traffic because people just do stupid stuff. Like, I just want to, like, I just want to cruise, you know? Oh, loud noises. Turn it down. Okay, give me someone to shoot at. I don't want to shoot at one of the guys on the edge. Give me someone to shoot at. Give me someone to shoot at. I guess I can shoot at one of these guys. I just don't want to accidentally hit. Deal with some of my tools. See if this works. It was having issues the other day. When I went to school, I was in traffic every single time for at least an hour. Usually I drive in 30 minutes. Other way. That's wild. That's ridiculous. Yeah, my drive to my work is like about a half hour, a little less than a half hour, and if I'm commuting, I spend probably like 2.5 hours in the car a day. If I had to go at like rush hour times. That's crazy. Like I just don't understand people's thought process. What blows my mind is for how aggressively people drive, you don't even get there that much quicker. And like also, how much do you care about getting somewhere on time that it's worth more than other people's lives? Like how crappy of an outlook do you have on life that driving faster and getting somewhere faster is more valuable than literal other human beings' lives? I just don't understand, and I will never understand that. And like I granted, sure, maybe not everyone in the whole world has the same outlook on life as I am, as I have. But like how do you know, like you just like hate other people? Like what I don't understand what is going through your brain that you're like, yes, this makes sense. I'm going to do something that could result in the deaths of other people specifically to get to my location like a half hour earlier, not even. Literally like 5 minutes earlier. Like you literally don't get there any faster. Yeah, yet the Autobahn is like one of the safest highways, isn't it? Or I'd heard that the Autobahn had like some of the least accident rates. I don't know. Literally. Like why do you need to tailgate me so hard? I will never understand people. Some people are just not great people. I get it. But I feel like they just don't really think through the full consequences. Like they're not like putting the whole map together of like, oh, if I do this, then these are the consequences. They're like, I'm doing this because I'm angry. That's just the validation that they need to be able to continue doing what they're doing. I'm like, I just don't understand. How do people like people just lack common sense slash just kindness? Like how do you just like I said, how do you prioritize that over literal people's lives? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. People are getting home as fast as they can, and it's like, for what difference to your life? Oh, people are selfish actually don't think through. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. They're not thinking through the whole. This is what this entails. I'm just gonna bring you up. Wanna run all the way over there? Turn my sounds back up so I don't die. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just makes me wanna. It makes me wanna continue to explore that thought process I've had of just living below my means, living off grid, living. I say in a van or an RV, but then I guess you're in traffic or on the road. But I guess you wouldn't have to go somewhere where it's super busy. But like sometimes I'm like, I just want to go live a simpler life. I just want to live on the Stardew farm, you know. I just want to go. That's probably why I enjoy games like this, because they allow me to. And is this healthy? No, I should probably talk to my therapist. But they allow me to escape reality and experience an alternate reality that sometimes seems more enjoyable. Where it's just like life is simpler. I can just go and do the things that I want to do, and there's no like existential dread of I have to make money or I have to supply for myself or have to drive to work in this case. Why can't I just take my horse? Huh? Why can't I just take my horse? Why can't I take my diamond armored horse to work and society not judge me? You can actually fail your test if you go too slow. Yeah, you can actually get pulled over here if you're going too slow, but you'd have to be going like drastically too slow. And they would probably just be like, hey, what's going on? Not like you're gonna get a ticket, something like that right away. Unless you're like literally going like a third of the speed. Stardew Farm is great until the first drought, and then you're pushing and all the. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not like completely serious. Obviously, I enjoy the convenience of life and of modern living. But sometimes I'm like, man, it'd be sick to just like have no reliance on anyone else. Just be able to like support my family. Not like I don't need excess. I don't need a bunch of material items. I don't need like all this stuff. Like I just wanna have enough food to feed my family. I wanna enjoy life. I wanna have like life is just simply. So I go and I do a lot of work on Minecraft to make me forget. I feel like it's getting harder, but this is the easiest it's ever been in the history of. Yeah, that is fair, Donk. That is fair. Obviously, it's our only experience. Our only experience. But yes, obviously it's easier. I rent some new lenses. I'm doing a big photo shoot with the music tomorrow. Yo, that's so fun. That's awesome. When I finally drop my hit single, then you'll have to come do a photo shoot for my album cover. When I finally grow a pair and release my music. And TikTok promo, the hit sequel Birthday Boy. Banger. When I start dropping bangers after bangers. Dance in the video? Perfect. You can literally do everything. You are a multi-talented queen, like I said. Also, welcome back, Gov. I know you've been saying a few things, but I forgot to say that. And it's important that you feel welcomed, alright? Makes me happy that you're streaming again into your life as well. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, it's nice to it's nice to feel like I have the mental capacity, energy / time to be able to do it. Because it was something that I really enjoyed and was important to me. So nice to feel like I have space for it again. I definitely am not in the best mental place I've ever been in my whole life. But I'm working on it. I'm improving. I feel like vacation kind of highlighted that as well, funny enough. Because I like went away on vacation and I was so happy like with all of the people that I love. And then like you come home to real life. Let me see if this works, because if this works, I'm gonna be... Yes! It worked! I got that hooked up a long time ago, and I always forget that I have it. I was like, I could have just told you, but it's nice to know in case you ever want to know them as well. But yeah, like I was saying, I went away, I was with all the people I love, I was having a blast, and then you come back to reality and you're like, shoot, now I gotta go back to my my life sucking job. Like all these things, not to fill you guys with any sort of, you know, existential dread or sadness or anything. I'm doing great, but I was like, man, I wish I could just like run away from life stuff sometimes and just like go. Like, I'm sad that I'm so far away from a lot of my friends. Like, I wish it was easier to just, like, that be a regular rhythm of life rather than, you know, having to just work away for 75% of every day. But you also get more responsibility, have more, and have had nothing very that you're learning. Yes, honestly, like, if... I'm tentative to say this because I don't want anyone to... And I know you won't misconstrue, but I don't want anyone to ever misconstrue this as a I wish we hadn't had Ollie or I don't love him or anything like that, because that is obviously not the case. I massively adore the child and I don't change anything for the world, but like life just got way harder when we had a kid, like way harder. And I'd be lying if there was times where I wasn't like, man, it'd be easier if it wasn't this way. But am I happy that it is this way? 100% I am. But it's just like a massive adjustment as to your level of responsibility, like what your like even just like your day-to-day schedule looks like. Yeah, I had someone in my life who just kept saying over and over again, it's like a marathon. It's like a marathon. Like the hardest things you do in life are the best. The ones you work for the most. For the marathon, it's grueling the entire way through, but you'll look back and you'll be like, yeah, I did that and it was worth it. You got your heart broken this year? I'm about to throw hands. I'm about to throw hands. Who broke our Julia's heart? I'm about to throw hands. I never had a younger sister. Now I do. About to go into protective older brother overdrive right now. Everyone basically says you'll never feel ready for kids. Stop younger because you had energy. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, and that's so funny because so many people were like, you're getting married already? You're already having kids? Like, bitch. I'm like, man, just you wait. We're gonna crush this while we still have the energy. And then once they're out of the house and off to, you know, who knows where, then Felicia and I will still be young enough to be able to travel the world and go visit Donk every single weekend. I was a bit annoyed to parents today while in a restaurant. The only restaurant we're seeing their kid for going for table to table being cute customer. Parents not only run their phones, ignore customers, has constantly been around their. Yeah, honestly, that's like I think probably going to be one of the biggest problem spots for this generation is like, well, technology and like I've seen so many parents who are just like on their phones, not paying attention to their kid. Or, hey, you know what? Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it because it's where I stand. And if I don't think any of you are parents, but if you are, well, prepared to be rubbed the wrong way if you have a different opinion than me. But I think that people who just give their kid an iPad are parenting terribly. Like, they literally just, like, go to a restaurant, plop an iPad in front of their kid. I'm like... Jamie! How you doing, Jamie? I stand arts? Is that a... You mean, like, high standards? Or is high standards an actual thing? And I don't know. I'll probably have some toddlers at that point for you to help with when you're here. Hey, I'll have a plethora of expertise at that point. But brain really is still because he goes to me. Why? Bruh. The guy was high standard. I feel like I understand what you're saying, but the way you're phrasing it is not how we would phrase it here, but I think I get what you... Oh, so he was cute. Oh, then by that metric, Donk, you're super high standards. High maintenance. Kind of. I'm doing great, Jamie. Thank you for asking. How are you? Ooh. Yeah. And as they should be, Julia. Your standards got to be high to find a guy who's even remotely good enough for... You're just working. I got a new kitten tool. A kitten tool? What does that even mean? I'm so curious. Boys are stupid, Julia. I'll just say it. And I can say that because I was a boy. Well, no, I'm a man now. I was a boy. I got a new kitten too. Why did I read one of the exclamation marks as an L? Oh man, my reading comprehension and speaking has been so bad lately. What is happening to me? I'm losing half of my brain. It's being siphoned off into a child. Oh, that's awesome, Jamie. Kittens are the best. Tool. I'm so stupid. Oh, man. I swear I'm smart. I swear. I can find one with a fully functioning brain before worrying what he looks like or you're in trouble. Pretty boys don't. There's definitely some truth to that. I think I'm pretty. And I know how to treat a girl, right? There's some exceptions to the rule, right, Donk? Did I get all the dirt on this side? But at one point, I feel like it wasn't for me that I didn't know how to treat a girl right, so much as I knew that at that point in my life, I didn't want a relationship, but I loved the idea of having the attention / talking to someone. But I knew that I wasn't, like, wanting a serious relationship. But I was always just, like, anytime I talked to someone, I basically was obviously unkind. But I don't think I mistreated them other than when I was, like, eventually like, hey, this is how I really feel. Oh, shoot. But then I matured. I stopped hunting for affection from others, and I stopped looking for relationships, and then out of the blue, I found out that Felicia liked me, so... Clear when you work on yourself what happens. Let's put it in the Discord under pet pics if you want to see it. I do. Yeah, Felicia did win the lottery. What can I say? Oh, that is so cute. Oh my word, I'm such a sucker for cats. What's their name? I'm in love. That's adorable. First time that so many interests were mutual, like it was going good. We were able to see we were both big blames ready for each other. We clicked in. Big day after last. That's wild. I just, again, will never just understand the logic there. In my life, in my past experience, yes, I made mistakes, and like I explained, I didn't handle all relationships or talking to girls the best, but I always ended with clear communication saying, hey, I'm sorry for this, and like, this is why. There was never any just like, oh, I'm too much of a pussy to have this conversation, or to confront it for what it is. Like, that's just crazy. Who's ready to go and scare him? I know where his house... You know where his house lives? I'm ready. I'm on my way. Catching the next flight. Bringing my netherite sword. The kitten's name is Ivy, and my orange male is Nemo. Nemo was his name when I adopted him. I didn't want to change it because it's cute. Sorry, but it's too late now. Hey, you know what? Baby Ray had so many names before she was named Baby Ray, so I wouldn't judge you if you did change it. At first they thought that Baby Ray was a boy, so they called him at the time Hamlet, and then they realized that Baby Ray was a girl, so they called it Rue. And Rue was actually pretty cute, to be honest. But then we got it, and we were like, this is our cat now. And no one had actually, like, named it or kept it. So we've, like, and she was also still so young that we just decided we would name it whatever we did. I'm big on Star Wars, so Ray it was. I actually like the name Rue, though. But I would never name a child Ray, but I would consider naming a child Rue, so... There you go. At least I didn't steal it from my potential future child. Insider information. Those are good and clear communication. Like just saying, okay, this isn't working out. I thought it would. That's enough. Story blocked me. That's insane. Like what happens that makes you... Like, unless you're, like, just a crappy human being and you did something, like, I don't... Like, that's just so... I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I still am haunted by times where I felt like I should have apologized to someone or that I miscommunicated. Sometimes I think back to things that happened like 15 years ago and I'm like, shoot, should I apologize, reach out and apologize to that person? And then I'm like, well, that probably is very inappropriate at this point in my life to reach out to someone from 15 years ago who probably has no recollection of who I am. Nevertheless, the incident. That's how my brain works. I don't know how to provide any insight into that, Julia. Some boys are just stupid, I guess. Yeah, I had that thought too, Guff, but I feel like why would that be the case if you were clicking so much and seeming like you enjoyed it? Unless you just like cheated or like accidentally, like not purposefully, but like I don't know. I also don't understand how you would end up in a situation where you're cheating on someone. I just don't get it. I'm ready to riot to this dude's house, so. Bringing the cavalry, me and all of my Twitch homies. I'm ready to get arrested in Germany. Guff will come and pull his teeth out. I just realized I don't have any more food on me. Maybe one hungry boy. target with his best friend. Yeah, I don't think revenge is the play. I don't think I would recommend. All right, time to go get some food. I forgot how time might be a little tricky. We wanted to make it work. Got it. Which also she's going to be we showed like very secret business when I was at his house. Bruh. I've also never just been completely ghosted, so I have no insight to give here. / never just completely ghosted someone myself. I feel like that's like become more and more of a thing over the last like 5-6 years. More prominent. That's crazy. There was no girl trail at his house. I don't know what to tell you, Julia. He made a mistake. I want you, I need you. I had to look for his hand soap. It was not in the sink. I love that. That's hilarious. This is where the FBI looks at our Twitch chat logs and incriminates us for when this guy shows up in a pond somewhere. I have no involvement, I swear. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense in my mind, Julia. Is he, like, enough to help but true? Yeah, but if it's the second one, I don't understand how you don't honestly communicate that. Whereas the first one, I can understand why you would be so embarrassed that you wouldn't want to even face having that conversation. But I don't, yeah, I really don't understand the, like, if you really like someone and you just realize that it's not going to work, I feel like that's like merits a conversation. But yeah, if you like accidentally or just like in the spur of the moment cheat on someone, I don't know what, whether you actually had defined the relationship. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. But then I go back to, I just don't understand how, if you're really interested in someone and like hitting it off with someone, how you put yourself in any situation where you remotely would, like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole, but I feel like if you cheat, you had to have at least. I digress. Not worth it. I got no time for cheaters. The only guy that posted a red heart in his post yesterday, but nobody knew who that is. Or burner. I mean, the account is a burner, not burn her. The account is a burner account. Burner. I didn't. I swear, FBI. I didn't mean it. Gosh dang. Oh man. Oh shoot. Burner. That's good. That's rich. Back on Team Hearthstone, baby. We're burning it down. Bro, it like gets dark so quickly. Light, 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 and then instantaneously. Yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can do. I always love when you hear those stories of girls who like connected with each other that didn't realize that the same man was like dating them both and they didn't know, or a guy cheated on his girlfriend or wife and the other girl didn't know he actually had a wife or girlfriend, and then she finds out and then they team up. Love that. Probably, Donk. Which I can attest for because I've been in that scenario, but I don't understand how you don't communicate it. That's what blows my mind. Like every time I felt that way, I felt so guilty about it, but I always felt like I had to have the conversation and say, "Hey, I feel like you know, I was wrong. I don't think this is what I'm ready for. I don't think it's what I want. But like I have that much respect for you and I want you to know that. Like I don't understand how you would just not say that." I guess immaturity is the answer. Should gaslight him either way. Got some really conflicting advice going on here. Dang right, Julia. I'm a man and we are shit. Oh man. A lot of guys are though, so I mean I can't blame you. Yeah, exactly. He's a boy. He's a puny little boy. Ghost juice. It's already inverted, Guff. Hell yeah, Julia. Damn, I need a reason to glow up. You should cheat on me real quick so I can have an excuse to get ripped. Probably shouldn't be joking about this. I can comfortably make that joke because of anyone in the entire world. I am confidently certain that last person ever to cheat, so that's your worst joke ever. Yep. Yep. I think I agree with you on that one, Guff, so we're on the same boat. The saying in Germany, you always see each other twice in a life. Well, we haven't even seen each other once, Julia. What the heck? Was it on Insta? Because if it's on Insta, I probably haven't seen it because I don't go on Insta anymore. I know you weren't asking me, but I basically completely stopped using Insta. Time to go fire up Julia on her pictures. What's his name? I'm commenting he ain't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, it's on your story? It's on your story. Is it on your lens or other one? Get it, girl. At first I clicked and it was just dance, and then I'd realized I'd gone past it already. Hey, not just dance. The dancing fires too, alright? Why not, Julia? They're fire. Yeah, I gotta get rid of this tree. I think I got rid of most of the dirt, but Donk, I want to see you recreate those photos, though. That's really what I want. I want to see that as well. I'd pay an unreasonable amount of money. I don't have much money, but I would pay an unreasonable amount. All right, there you go. I think we got most of the dirt, so. That's amazing, Guff. Yeah, dress and all, Donk, please. Please. That's amazing, Guff. I showed the one on, or sorry, Tiffany said do it. Okay, I think that's all the dirt now. So I need to, I'm gonna leave this here for now. So I get shulker boxes. Oh, well, I guess I may as well take an inventory full back with me. I need to go get some wither skulls now. I was willing to post on your Discord. Then, like, when it's up, yeah, go for it. My Discord is, like, severely underused, so by all means. The more activity, the more popping off my Discord is, the better. I'll post it tomorrow then. Beautiful. Love to see it. I'm going to ban anyone in my community who doesn't comment on your picture. I'll say that when you post it in the Discord. If you don't comment on Julia's photo, I will ban you from my stream chat. All basic. Oh no, I got some remaining. I know they're not organized. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Okay, let's go get some wither skulls. I think I have one. Yeah, I've got one. I also don't know what I have in the way of soul sand because Hannah and Thad and Lara all stole a piece of my soul sand. Enough to do it. Sweet. All right, let's go get 2 more skulls. Except for the fortress that's by our portal is so bad. But he's going to get a census train in a couple months. He's going to crawl back. Then I'm Harry Styles. Is that what you meant by glow up? Yeah, you don't have a lot of glowing up to do, Julia. Sure it did for me. Oh! Everything's fine. Me too, Julia! Except I don't have a motivate. Well, I do have a motivation that I want to do it, but I don't have revenge on the mind, but I also want to get ripped. Yeah, that's fair, Donk. That's fair. I need to just set myself a goal, because I have no goal right now, and so I'm just like not really doing anything. I need these new lenses are heavy. I need to be able to carry them. Ollie's only getting heavier, and I need to be able to carry him. All right. I feel that. Yeah, no, I just need to kick my butt. Who's better than Harry Styles? Want to get rips that your child naturally has a fear of you. Ow! This fortress sucks. There's like no fortress over there. I didn't realize that. There's like no exposed areas where wither skeletons spawn, like at all. This fortress is booty cheeks. Get me out of here. I'm going to the other one. Never. Ooh, chest. Ooh, chest. Eat. Why not? John Ravnik. That's a ripped man's name if I've ever heard one. I hear that name and I just know that that guy's. I think it might have been, honestly, might have been better to fall in the lava at that point. That was crazy. Alright, well, I guess we're going to the other fortress. True, if it was 1 block deep lava. That's true. That's a good point, Guff. So I probably did the right thing. I panicked and just went towards land. I would have cried and ended stream. Personally. I'm honestly going to grab this when I see it, because I'm going to need so much quartz for the trading hall build, so I may as well just keep grabbing quartz whenever I see it, especially when I'm like getting further away from the spawn chunks of quartz. I've already mined. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just something about celebrities in general, but I just don't trust that any of them are genuinely good people. How pretty that looks. Now, I don't like, I'm not trying to doubt Harry Styles as a person. I just am like, I just don't have, I have a general mistrust for celebrities and their being good people. I don't know. I'm just always skeptical. Like, maybe Harry Styles is a dude, but I'm kind of like, maybe he's also not. So I guess that's the case with any human being ever, but. Kind of wanted to run across the tree. Ooh. Oh, no. Ooh. Human nature pushes celebrities to not be good. Yeah, I feel like I just like don't know or haven't heard of many celebrities who are genuinely just like everyone's like, man, love that person, or there's like no bad stories about her. You hear what happened at the Taylor Swift concert? This sounds like it's ringing a bell, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. No, maybe I don't know about this then. Not ringing a bell. I don't even remember going over to these chunks. I don't know when I was here. So one tall lava doesn't stop your fall damage like one tall water does. Bug just went on my nose. A mosquito or something flying around my face. There was attack plane on the stadium and in front of the stadium. Canceled the number. Stop. Yeah, that's so sad. How do they find out that there's a attack? Crazy. I'm gonna get knocked off this. Did I call it or did I call it? Where are you at? Where's the pizza? Where is he? I want him. Let me at him. I love Smite 5, baby. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Except for there's a bug flying in my face. Missed me, suckers. Whoa, and then brag. Got it. God, does it feel so good? They're from like a long. They've been around for a long time. Like, this song was like when I first heard this song / I fell in love with this song was like an old NHL game. I think. You guys still hear me? Heard something disconnect. Looks like you can. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Nice. Got him, baby. Honestly, it's going pretty quick. I might try and hunt for a little bit longer. Honestly, I'm gonna throw them in. Oh yeah, it was definitely me. I just don't know what it was that disconnected. Because if it's my camera, then my camera will freeze. My camera didn't look like it freeze. So then I wondered if it was my mic. It was the idiot that ghosted me. It's all his fault. So many more where there's connected his brain. Valid. I feel like I'm gonna die here. Why are there so many blazes? I gotta see more people in concert, honestly. Every concert I've been to, I've absolutely loved, but I've only been to like 3 or 4 in my life. I just gotta start, I gotta start just doing photography for bands, and then I'll go to a bunch. How that works. Hold you close, but never hold you back. Thanks to love. Not enough. Wanna break all your mirrors. Guys, that. Oh, you're really... Ah! Good there. Nice. That's 5. They up? They are up. When I was up there. Pond. Where'd they go? Where was that man hiding the whole time? On the outside stairs? Ooh. Got him. Got him. Need one more. I'll be happy with 2. 2's fine. 1's enough, but 2's fine. Used to be in front of the barricade. Now I don't even want to queue anymore. Julia's too good for us now, guys. That is pretty sick, though. Bruh. Leave me alone. Let's go! Wow, everybody, you get me in for free everywhere. Jack told me he can get me in for free at Disney. Now you're gonna get me in free to concerts. I just know all the right people, apparently. Oh, got him. Alright, I'm happy. Leave me alone. Yeah, Jack now works somewhere that gets him free entry to Disney, any of the Disney parks. Him and 3 other people for free. Yeah. He was like, it's genuinely cheaper. Maybe this was not my information to share, but oh well. He said it's genuinely cheaper for his sister to pay for his flights and accommodation and bring him than it is for her to like not take him and pay for the parks. I was like, that's crazy. Yes, Jack is in Smother Duck. Yeah, he told me he'd take me and Felicia and Ollie to Disney. Yeah, why in Singapore? Sick, but Bastion. Carol Bastion. Killed her. Husband. Whacked him. It didn't happen. Hit him. Oh, brute. A2 brute. Family holiday. Singapore. They go with him. Oh, fun. And I think I'm kind of sad. I'm like basically over the wedding portion of my life. Like majority, not all, majority of my friends have gotten married already. I'm like not gonna go to that many more weddings. I guess like maybe like family weddings, and maybe a couple friends. But there was like a few summers, like over the past like 5 or 6 years, where Felicia and I had like 5 or 6 weddings at least a summer. But that's, at least one more year has better be at. Hey, I wasn't gonna assume that I was gonna get an invite, Donk. What do you mean? You're telling me I'm not officiating? I would have liked to have think, but I mean, you never know. My neighborhood is nearly nearby a wedding hall, and my mom managed to get us invited to the wedding that hall for some people we barely know, distant family friends. That's hilarious. Ooh, that's a far drop. I'll renew my vows with Felicia, and you guys can all show up in duck costumes. I'll allow that. That'd be hilarious. Well, yeah, and it depends on like what sort of families people have. Like, if you have a massive family, and like you don't want a gigantic wedding, okay, guys, chill. I was get my sword out. All right, chill. You all can leave me alone. Uh, 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 uh. My man just tried to do a 360. Yeah, I'm not gonna be at whatever that D-bag's name and your wedding is, but I can be at your and Harry's wedding. An excuse to travel to Germany? Hell yeah. I'm mining through the wall. What could possibly go wrong? Fall into lava again? But yeah, we had when we were doing our wedding planning, like there's so many people who were like, not saying I'm just on the fringe, but there were so many people who were like on the fringe, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know, do we invite people? Do we not invite these people? Like, especially if you have big families. Fortunately, a majority of my family is in England, so at a lot of. I'm on nothing, maybe a little less sleep. She's gonna be on. A woman can dream, Guff, alright? Killer vibe. Yeah, probably for the best. Otherwise, I'm gonna dox him and just gonna. They call his workplace. Destroy his dreams. He doesn't deserve a name. My cousin's very clever for doing it. Yeah. Yeah, well, yes and no, Guff. Like, yes. But also, like, we probably wouldn't have considered a destination wedding, because then you're forcing so many people to pay money to travel just to go to your wedding. Hey, maybe 2 more, Donk. Can't wait for the wedding of Thad the Entity. You, Thad. Funniest thing is that he said he doesn't like when people. You don't have the SSB. Bastian Schweinsteiger, the footballer? Why are we talking about Bastian Schweinsteiger? I don't know what to tell you, Julia. I wish I could read his mind. I wish you could read his mind. And you'd maybe have some closure at least. But... oh well. If he's fueled you to get ripped and be successful, then there's worse things that could have happened, I suppose. Don't worry, it's safe to Google. It's just a football player. That's valid, Guff. That's valid. Just start naming German football players to feel like you're contributing to this conversation. Is that that the play? Ah, yes, Manuel Neuer. No, I was good job. Awesome. I don't understand. Like, I got nothing. I got nothing for you. Best friend of 5 years just ghosted you? Like, how? Like, something has to have happened. And you'll know here's the best. Thomas Mueller. Musiala. Ane. Trying to think of other German footballers that I know. Tony Kroos. Hey, she's getting it. Bastian Schweinsteiger as well. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. I mean, we haven't talked in like a year, Julia, but I promise I wasn't ghosting you. So you got that. Rudiger. This is great. We're just having football. Now you can keep up, Guff, even at 3 a.m. We're just having football conversation. Now I gotta find somewhere to fight. Fight this man. We're grateful for you too, Julia. And thanks for sharing. I know that it probably, well, I know that it does suck, but we love you, and I hope that, like I said, you can make something good out of this. Boom, boom. Soul Sand, Wither Skeleton Skulls. Unfortunate about our world. Live in a broken world, and people are not kind. Things that don't make any sense. Alright, let's go fight a Wither Skeleton. I don't know where to do it. Like, I think I should probably just go really far down in the caves, but... Yeah, these are very separate occurrences, Guff. Don't worry, you're not Sherlock Holming this. You haven't cracked the case wide open. Julie is a smart cookie. I'm sure she would have put that together. If they knew each other, that is. There you make your... Damn. I gotta get into a cave. How do I get into a cave? Guff's just on one now. We started this. It's our fault. Well, actually, Guff started it. It's not really our fault. Kill the Wither at Thad's base? Now that's an idea. On my way. I mean, that pool does go down to bedrock, so... Well, on my way. Another 844 blocks to go. Why do all these caves have pools in them? Why water? Is there anywhere I can go down here that's not water? Yeah, Guff. It's multiplayer. Thad's base, Hannah's base, Lara's base. Lana's base is going to be here, I think. That she wanted to build in that cherry blossom, which I'm about to tear down for my build. Good night, Guff. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Have a fantastic sleep. Dream of footballers and teeth. Preferably not footballers' teeth, but... Where's my base? You can come... No one's living here right now, so you can come assume this. What's it? You can come squat in this in this home that happens to be Hannah's base with a lot of wolves. I kind of want to go look at Thad's base again. It's so pretty. Oh, she's got a mangrove tree here. Yeah, wolves have armor now. Make colored armor for them. There's a bunch of different types of wolves now, so Hannah went all out. Oh, the HQ that I completely retextured with acacia or birch or whatever it was that I retextured it with. I can't even remember. No, sadly not, Julia. It kind of died out. I think Donk and I were some of the only people still playing on it. Alfie a little bit. I think at the end it was actually just Donk. He was the last to go. I don't know why I'm still gunning for something Birch to prank me, not knowing that I love Birch and hated it. Birch is so ugly. I was really pranking myself, clearly. No, I just love you so much, Donk. I knew that about you, so I was doing you a favor. Well, that is kind of what this is, to be honest. This just was it started as a thing for the Gen Con friends, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to other people playing on it if other people wanted to, / we could agree on what that looked like. You just don't want to open the floodgates to everybody and their mom and then run into like moderation issues. But if it's all people we know, then I'm chill with that. But we're nearly at Thad's base. Oh, there is a cave here too. I can't risk him breaking out, is the... Whatever. We're doing it at Thad's base, technically. Near Thad's base. Oh, there. Wahaha. Cave. Ooh, let's go. Gotta get deep, baby. Okay, that didn't come out exactly how I meant for that to come out. But... No, I like that a little, dog. Gotta be enthusiastic, Tabs. Gotta set the mood, you know? I wish I had quotes. That'd be a good implementation. I think it was we, actually. We gotta get deep, baby. It's a group effort, you know? Not a one-man job. Is that long enough? I don't know how quickly he breaks. Oh, shoot. Well, hopefully it's long enough. What could possibly go wrong? Go! It is. It really is, Donk. I'm doing this more so that it doesn't, destroy everything else. Not really a boss, to be honest. Literally just tanking it. That was like half of my tunnel. I can probably do the other one, right? I won't be offended if you go to bed, Julia. I'm probably gonna wrap up here shortly anyways. Because Felicia just got home. So I wanted to see her before she goes to bed. What's the worst that happens? We get all the way there, you know? Well, I was so confused. I was like, I got another wither, but it's literally a wither head. All right, second wither fight. Can we see her before she goes to bed? Let me go see. Might be already getting ready for bed and not want to go on stream. It's already in bed. You're so excited, Tabs. Can we see her before she goes to bed? Already in bed. We were too late. She's still just as cute as she was when you saw her 2 weeks ago, Tabs. Don't worry. The fastest cashier in the West? Does this have to do with what you said earlier about potatoes? Or whatever you said? I don't really know what it was you said, but... What are you doing as a cashier? I will say hi from you, Julia, when I go to bed. Alright, there you go. I got my nether stars, so I can at least do my beacons. We did it at Thad's base. Just not at Thad's base, you know. I'm gonna pull a Hannah and log off underground now. That next time I log on, I have to climb out of this pit. Oh, damn. I didn't realize how much that was hurting me. Of course, I give him a boop many times a day, so I can definitely do. Yeah. I can even say it was specifically from you. I'm sure they'll understand. I'm being nice to future me and trying to climb out of this cave. Except for I'm lost. So I still wear that hoodie often. I love that hoodie. I wish I had a copy of that hoodie. Forgot that hoodie. I was thinking about actually me and Dad were joking, making some crossover. A duck with a beard. Well, I was joking about it. Dad said that. Maybe I'll do that. Stay tuned, I guess. Freedom! If that's who's singing this song, then yeah. I don't know if I've heard many of their other songs, but I've obviously know. I added this one to my playlist in 2022, November of 2022, so 2 years ago. That's crazy. For some reason, I feel like you may have mentioned this because I probably had this on my playlist back then as well. But okay, I want to see my wife before she goes to sleep, so I'm gonna wrap up stream. 3 hours. We almost made it 3 hours. Let's go. That's my goal is to do 3 hour stream. Because that's like the amount of time that I have. So I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I'm gonna end stream so Julia can go to bed. Actually, it was lovely to see you all. Thank you for hanging out and chat with me while we played Minecraft. It was a blast. I've been really digging Minecraft, but also just really enjoying streaming to have some home chat with. Love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll be back again on Wednesday. I'll be streaming some more Minecraft. If you guys are around. No pressure if you're not. I know, again, sucky time for EU people. It was amazing to have you here. You as well. I will catch you guys all on Wednesday if you're here. If not, have a fantastic week. And that's it for the rest of the week as far as streams go. I have a pretty crazy weekend, but I'm thinking that probably will be Monday, Wednesday at least again next week. Appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic evening. Have a good sleep. I will say hi to Felicia for everyone. Don't you worry. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, everyone.